What's going on, everybody? My name is Jatir, and welcome to The Conversation. So this episode, I want to talk to you guys about commitment. And commitment really just for yourself. I correlate commitment, discipline, and accountability all in one. So I feel like that you have to be committed to yourself first before you can be committed to anybody else. And I think it takes a whole lot of discipline for a person to stay committed to anything, but especially to yourself. So it's a question I ask myself: am I holding myself really accountable for everything that I'm doing in my life? Am I committed to myself? Am I committed to my goals, to my dreams? Am I committed to the process it takes to be able to be successful and to progress in whatever I'm trying to accomplish and do? A lot of times I'm not even being committed to myself. I'm missing the mark on a daily basis on things that I'm trying to set in place because it's a habit that I'm trying to undo on certain things. And sometimes it can be a comfortability. Sometimes it can be due to procrastination. Sometimes it can be just being busy doing other things. And sometimes being busy is not being productive. It's not being efficient because you have busy work. You're always moving and doing something. But is that, like, the time that you're spending on whatever you're doing, is that actually moving you forward towards whatever you're trying to accomplish in your life? And a lot of times the answer is no. And you're not holding yourself accountable because you're not committed to what you have in place. But yet, let someone else not be committed to you. Let someone else not do what they say they're going to do. Let them not be doing things in a timely manner or as quick as you would like them to. Then you will be upset or frustrated by this person's lack of professionalism, if it's business, or their lack of commitment to whatever task you guys are going to try to do together. Some people who have businesses, they usually tend to work well by themselves versus with others because they know how committed they are to get things done, to be very quick. I have a partner, he has a very quick turnover rate and he moves like very quickly in his tasks, but he doesn't write anything down. And I feel like that I have to figure out for my own self, like, what is it that I can do that can help me to be able to move forward and progress in the things that I'm trying to accomplish based off of the goals that I have set in my life. Because whatever I've been doing, I can hit some marks, but I'm still lacking. So I'm trying to have meetings with myself, like, man, okay, this ain't working. Like, this checkoff list, you ain't doing it. Like, how can you remind yourself? If you got to set reminders on Alexa, if you have to, set reminders in your phone or whatever you do. I love to eat, so maybe putting sticky notes on the refrigerator, because I know I'm going to go to the refrigerator multiple times throughout the day. So whatever it may be, they can help you be committed to yourself. Because I think that a lot of times we have like an expectation for other people in our lives, and we want people to be so much for us, but we're not even that much for ourselves. And sometimes you can see yourself in a certain light because you know the ability that you have, but you're not really realizing you're not really being that in your everyday life. So I want to make that, kind of known to a person through this video. Like, are you being committed to yourself, and are you disciplined? Discipline, it comes in the factor where you can do what you need to do even when that feeling leaves you. That means despite how you feel that day, what needs to be done is going to be done because you are disciplined enough to make sure that it gets done. I know I have to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to make sure I do X, Y, Z. Also with that, I'm going to throw in priorities because sometimes we feel like, okay, I have time. I'll do this first, do that first. That's how I am a lot of times. And I'm trying to make sure that I become better because I know that I'm holding back my progression in my life based off of my ability to prioritize efficiently when it comes to what needs to be done first, second, third, what needs to be done today versus what needs to be done, Friday, Saturday, things like that, and being more proactive when it comes to the things that needs to be accomplished. So discipline is so important because it helps you to build up this mindset, this regimen, this what word I'm looking for. It's like a lack of it's on the tip of my tongue, y'all. Habit. That's what I'm looking for, a habit. it's like it helps you to develop a habit, because now it's like clockwork, like boom, boom, boom. Like I'm just doing it because this is what I've been doing. It's like it's repetition, it's practice. And when you do something over and over, it becomes a habit, and you have to figure out, how can I get into this groove of I'm just doing this, and not to the fact to where you're not giving your time, giving your energy, and being good and great at what you're doing. But it's the fact that, let me get into this rhythm and this routine, because I have to learn how to be disciplined. Because if I'm not disciplined, I can't be committed, because I don't have enough discipline in me to be like, man, I'm tired, but I'm going to still do it. And I'm not saying drain yourself, or you doing whatever it is 7 days a week, unless it requires that. So that goes into also in my mind, what are you signing up for? My lady made me this cup, y'all. Man, it's the conversation cup with my logo on there. You know, I got a few, new merch, hoodies, t-shirts, and things like that, but trying to still develop everything. But I thought it was pretty dope that she thought to make me like a smoky gray, the conversation cup. Pretty dope. So I'm learning how to do that stuff myself as well. So anyway, so for myself, it's like, for me to be committed to anything, how do I hold myself accountable? How do I create this rhythm, and what works for me? So I just want to be able to encourage someone right now through this video, is like, are you really taking the time to figure out what are you doing every day to move yourself forward, to progress whenever you're doing? It's so easy to watch these videos. It's so easy to read books and say, okay, I agree with this, I agree with that. But it's not easy to actually put these things into practice and actually start doing these things day in and day out. Despite how easy it is and how simple it is, as far as easy as in hearing, it's not easy to do these things. It's easy to gain the information. It's easy to listen to somebody and be like, I'm in agreement with this person is saying about this certain topic. I do need to learn how to be committed to myself first. I do need to learn how to be disciplined. I do need to learn how to be accountable. But am I actually doing that? And how do I implement these things? So I'm having a meeting today with myself, where I already have, but I'm having another meeting with my lady. We like to brainstorm and go over different ideas to help each other to progress. And I think it's dope to have an accountability partner as well. But it's something that a person can see that's close to you. That's why I'm choosing my lady, is because this person can see what you're doing, and maybe, okay, I think from watching you, this is where you may be lacking at. Maybe you should start this type of regimen. Maybe you should do this. That's why it's always good to have people around you, be it friends, family, someone who you can trust, someone who is also very efficient at what they're doing, who can view you and be like, okay, have you tried this? And then try these things to try to find a way that you can move forward and progress in your life, because I think it's very important. So this topic, like I said again, I only want to deal with you guys when it comes to commitment, discipline, and accountability. If you can be disciplined and accountable and committed to yourself, you're more likely to be committed to a business, to a person, to any type of situation, any task at hand, a job, and so forth. Trying to be positive while doing these type of things, I think that you will evolve into a better person, once you figure these things out. Once you figure out, how can I be, committed? And I found out that it takes a lot out of a person to really be committed. I feel like that the ideal of commitment sounds good, and a person like, oh yeah, that's nothing, that's simple. But when you look back, how often have you been committed to something outside of a job because it pays you, and you're really only there to get the paycheck, but you're not really progressing at that certain job or whatever? Or what if you are committed to a job, but you ain't committed to your family? Are you committed to your family and your job, but you ain't committed to personal growth? So you're kind of stagnant. So whatever commitment is for you. For me, commitment for me is more of my dreams and my goals and progressing. Always trying to develop the platform and to make whatever I'm doing better. Trying to figure out, how can I make what I'm doing right now, as in these conversations, how can I make that better? Am I being committed? Because if I'm not committed to me I'm not going to be committed to you guys. You guys going to be committed to watching and trying to grow with me, because you are literally watching me grow from week to week, or seeing how I'm coming up with topics or whatever's on my mind and how I'm trying to develop as a person. And I feel like that this is a way for you to see my progression, and also it's a way for you to be inspired within yourself. Like, okay, boom, let me get something going on in my life, as far as let me have a checklist. So if you wanted some type of homework from today, Tuesday night, to next Tuesday, if you think that you are committed, challenge yourself and figure these things out right now, tonight, Tuesday, or even do it tomorrow, Wednesday, and figure out, okay, here go my checklist. This is what I want to complete by next Tuesday. Write these things down, and then I would look at these things daily. But next Tuesday, look at this list and figure out, what did you actually complete on the list? Was you committed to what you wrote down on that piece of paper? Was you disciplined enough to do these things daily on that piece of paper? And did you and are you holding yourself accountable by next Tuesday and be like, man, I didn't even do half of the things. But if you check off this list and everything is great, then everything is good. So anyway, y'all, that's been my time. My name is Datir. It's one love from me to you. Remember that it's progress, not perfection. So when I'm talking about these things in my video, about commitment, about accountability, about discipline, I'm telling you, wherever you at right now, just try to be better than you are today, tomorrow. I always try to move forward and progress, because it's progress, not perfection. You ain't got to be the best at it. Just start chipping away at it. 15 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time, day by day, brick by brick. You rest in the end, not the middle. My name is Datir, and welcome to The Conversation.